Hi, here we have Jayant bought a certain number of white shirts at the rate of 1000 per piece and a certain number of blue shirts at the rate of 1125 per piece. For each shirt, he then set a fixed market price which was 25% higher than the average cost of all the shirts. Now he sold all the shirts at a discount to this mark price, a discount of 10%, and still made a total profit of 51,000. If he bought both colors of shirts, then the maximum possible total number of shirts that he would have bought is what? So let's say he bought W number of white shirts and B number of blue shirts. So W shirts at a cost price of 1000 each. So total cost price of white shirts is this, and the total cost price of blue shirts will be 1125 into B. So this is the total cost for Jayant. So cost per shirt would be how much? The total cost divided by total number of shirts bought, which is W plus B. So this is cost per shirt. Now what is the mark price per shirt? The mark price is 25% higher than the average cost. So mark price will be 25% more than this. So 1000 W plus 1125 B upon W plus B into 1.25. This is mark price for per shirt. Now what is the this is mark price. The final selling price is 10% less than this mark price. So selling price per shirt is 10% less than this. So 1000 W plus 1125 B upon W plus B into 1.25. This is the mark price and a discount of 10% is given. So if you reduce this by 10%, you'll have to multiply it with 0.9. Multiplication factor for minus 10% reduction is 0.9. This is the selling price per shirt. Okay. Now it is given that if he sells all the shirts at this price, the total selling price now will be how much? Total selling price will be selling price per shirt into the number of shirts, which is W plus B. So this into W plus B, so W plus B in here and in the numerator will get cancelled out. So the total selling price will be 1000 W plus 1125 B into 1.25 into 0.9. This is the total selling price. This total selling price is 51,000 more than the total cost price because he is earning a profit of 51,000. So the profit 51,000 can be written as the total selling price, which is 1000 W plus 1125 B into 1.25 into 0.9 minus the total cost price, which is 1000 W plus 1125 B. Okay. So from here we have 51,000 is equal to taking 1000 W plus 1125 B common into 1.25 into 0.9 is 1.125 minus, if this is taken common, 1 is remains over here. So this becomes 51,000 is 1000 W plus 1125 B into 1.125 minus 1 is 0.125, and 0.125 we know is effectively 1 by 8. So 8 gets multiplied over here. We have 408,000 is 1000 W into 1125 B. This is what we get. Okay. Now to solve this, I'll have to erase this part here. Now here if you look at all these three terms, 25 is a common factor. So 1000 divided by 25 is 40 W plus 1125 divided by 25 will be 45 B is equal to 408,000 divided by 25 will be 16,320. Again the factor of 5 is common, so we get 8W plus 9B is equal to 3264. Okay, this is the equation that we have in terms of W and B. Fine. Now if we want to maximize W plus B, see what we can do here is we can write this as 8W plus 8B is equal to 3264 minus B. We have taken 1B over here, so this is what we get. So we get 8 times of W plus B is equal to 3264 minus B. So W plus B is equal to, dividing by 8, 3264 divided by 8 will be 408 minus B by 8. So this is W plus B. Now if we want to maximize W plus B, if we want to maximize this, we need to minimize B over here, right? Because B is getting subtracted. Now B cannot be 0 because he has bought one shirt of each color at least. So the minimum value B can take over here such that this should be an integer, right? 408. Now this is integer. Number of shirts should be an integer. So this whole thing should be an integer. For this whole thing to be an integer, B by 8 should be an integer. So the minimum possible value of B must be 8. So if we put 8 over here, we get W plus B maximum is 408 minus 8 by 8 is 1, which is 407. So the maximum possible value of W plus B, that is the number of total shirts that he could have bought. This is what we wanted, right? Maximum possible number of total shirts. So W plus B had to be maximized and the maximum possible value is 407. Thank you.